Okay, Solly, what are we going to do now?
We're trying to show everyone what these things do.
Okay, that's good. I call them solar traps, Solly. Yep.
They go in the sun and charge.
That's right. They go out and you put them in the sun and they capture the sun's energy. That monster up there. And they convert it into electricity, don't they?
Like this.
Pretty much. They sit there with their face facing the sun. And you see the sun reflecting off that one there. It's pretty cool.
Yes. Also,
Alright, so let's have a look at it. This is just basically a 20-watt solar panel. Yep. And then I built a frame for it. You see the metal frame around here, and that's to attach the panel to it. And then I also attached a battery, a charge controller, and an inverter. So basically the sun's rays hit the panel, which generates a current of electricity, and then it runs through the charge controller here. From the charge controller it comes back out into the battery, which is what stores the energy in the battery, Solly.
Yeah.
And then we plug the inverter, which is this item here.
Okay.
You plug the inverter straight back into the battery.
Yeah.
Through here, as you can see, there's connections here, a positive and a negative. And then all you have to do is you just switch it on and the green light says you got electricity. And the electricity it generates is not 12 volts like it says here. It takes 12 volts of electricity from the solar panel, puts it in the battery, and then out of the battery the inverter converts it to 240 volts.
Whoa.
Which is the same as what you get in your house.
Yeah.
So in theory, this little solar device that you can portable around, you can carry it around everywhere, would power a TV, your laptop, charge your cameras, charge your phones, your iPad, or you can use it to run the rotisserie, which is what we've been doing, isn't it, mate?
Yeah, so
Isn't that cool?
Even though I have a phone, but I don't know where mine is.
Oh, yours has gone AWOL, hasn't it?
Yeah.
That's no good.
Everyone's trying to find it.
So once again, you come from the panel using these wires here into the charge controller. Charge controller goes out into the battery, and from the battery to the inverter. You can buy all these components separately at your camping shops or a hardware store. You can purchase them all off eBay and that as well. That's probably the best way to do it. It's pretty cool. And I've built different ones too, haven't I, Solomon? Yep, so that's a basic one. That's a really basic one.
And there's another one.
Yep, but these are suitcase versions. Yep. And again, I put on an electrometer on this one. Yep, so you can actually read how much power's in there. Yep, so there's 13.96 volts in this one. And I built this one in a case to try and keep it waterproof. Hey, Solly? Yep. That's right. So let's open it up and have a look. So you can turn it on and off here. You can hear the noise as you turn it off. Righto, let's open it up. Oh, it fell back down again. Here we go. What do we got in here, Solly?
So we have rubber.
Rubber.
That
Yep.
actually isn't rubber.
Well, this has got a smaller battery in it, but that doesn't matter. You can see when I turn it on, it turns the inverter on.
Here's another one.
Yes, that's right. It's another switch, but that always remains on. And when you turn it on here, you can turn it off there. So you turn it on here, and turns the inverter off. Okay, so again, it's the same system as before. Runs from the solar panel here, out of the solar panel, into the charge controller, out of the charge controller to the battery, and from the battery, we ran this one through a couple of switches. The switch, the voltmeter, here, and then back to the inverter. So all we have to do is turn it on once, and turns the inverter on. And then when you turn it off, it turns it off. And this one actually runs a few different things. I've got a UHF in here for emergencies. In case we don't have electricity, we can hook a UHF directly up to it. Yep, we've even got an antenna in here, and you plug the antenna in, hook it up, and then suddenly you got yourself communications. Hey, mate.
Hello, my name's John Cena.
John Cena, you reckon? That's pretty cool. Yeah, okay, well, let's close this one up.
Yep. And move on to the last one.
You've actually got these Anderson plugs here as well. I've got adapters that you can plug into them to convert them to cigarette lighters or to 240 volt. These are only 12 volt power supplies. And then around the side here, you've got a waterproof 240 volt connector. And that runs it straight back to, yeah, to your TV or to a small refrigerator or whatever you want. Charge your phone with it. It's all good, isn't it, Sully? And then this one here, this is a lantern one. I made a frame for it as well, basically so you could pick it up, move it around with ease. And it's very basic again. Charge controllers here, so from the panel to the charge controller, out of the charge controller to the battery. And then normally it has an inverter installed here, but of course this one is not weatherproof and they got rained on, which is no surprise. But when you design these things, you want to be able to take them in and out as quickly as possible. You don't want them sitting out in the weather, and you don't need to go outside to get them. Hey, mate. Yep, and what about this one over here? This is a solar trap as well. You gotta love our sticker work. It's pretty good, isn't it, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, you got 12 volt, 204 volt. What happened, mate? Did you trip over, buddy? Oh, that's so good. And again, yeah, we've got 12 volt output.
I keep tripping over.
And 240 output. You sort of got to watch where you're walking, dude. It's funny as it is, but... Here we go, yeah, I'm trying to shoot a hoop. Here we go. Righto, let's do this. And this one's a little bit more technical. Look, Sully, what's this? Looks like a moth to me. Okay, so here we got power on.
Power off.
Yep, and it's working. You can actually hear it there. So, and turn it off. You can hear it. Yep. And then we've got switches here for the voltmeters. So you press that, and there we go. You've got 12.6 volts.